All this singing is coming from a rooster inside the coop, which sets off Miss Neve here. They've been doing this for a while now. I had a couple little shorts and reels, but they've been doing it, so I thought in response to the blackbirds have migrated back north, but yesterday they did it for like an hour. It's so hard to sneak up on them. But Laddie-Roo is in the coop with Luna, who's decided to lay on their little play platform rather than in the box. And he is standing in there over her. As you can see, there's his butt, singing an egg song. He used to do that with his head hen Bronwyn, but I think now Luna has become the head hen. The Brahmas are just, these Brahmas here are just so docile. Neve and Kiva. Luna in there with him is the silver-laced Wyandotte. And he has become very, very protective. And I don't know if the migrating birds and all their noise have sparked it, or if, you know, though he likes these large bottom girls here, he's decided that, you know, she's special, because he doesn't do this with any of the other ones. The only other time before the past couple days that he ever sang such an elaborate egg song was when the other Americana, who was snatched up by an owl, who couldn't carry her very far, but he was able to kill her. So he is standing right there over a hen while she lays. I said, dude, that's, maybe she doesn't want you staring at her while she does her personal girl stuff. That's girl business. It's not rooster business. He's like, I'm the rooster. Everything is my business. She's been sitting in there a while. Neve, the blondest of my Brahmas here, who has been singing in response to the birds and to him, she was in there earlier. She used to be an afternoon layer. Now she's become a mid-morning layer, which kind of ticks off the silver-laced Wyandotte, because she was always the morning layer. And Neve had started laying in the afternoons. Kiva, she just started last week, as I've mentioned, with a fairy egg and then one pullet egg. I don't know if she's laid again. She's the latest, the late bloomer, the same age. And maybe she's gonna lay this afternoon. I tell them on the days I get 3 eggs, they get 1 of them. I do believe that feeding your chickens eggs is helps promote them laying more eggs. You know, I've seen the proof with others, and it's worked for me. People worry about salmonella, but they don't understand that chickens naturally have salmonella in them. That's why you are careful with chicken meat and eating raw eggs. I don't believe they're going to get salmonella from their own egg. They've already got salmonella in them. That's just my theory. I don't know if there's scientific fact to that, but never had a problem. They love a raw egg. And as I've got quite a few, you know, I'm getting 3 a day. Well, 2 a day for sure. Hopefully 3 a day soon. He sees me, he stops singing. He's like, I gotta be on guard. That big human with that little box is staring at me. So we've got fresh water. They've got a 20% start flock grower feed, which I supplement with their layer pellets. But in here they've got that, and broccoli and cauliflower and kale and some orange red pepper and some berries and some other treats. That's got a pumpkin puree and different seeds and nuts and nice wholesome lunch snack to go with their regular food. They love this waterer. It's not my favorite, but they love it. They still have a bowl that stays there in the run part of this coop, so that they can, in the morning when they come out, they're locked in, you know, the door to this run. The kennel is closed, but they can come out and eat and drink. And he's still standing guard. He's like, I'm not going to sing until you leave. He's looking over his shoulder. He's like, I don't trust you. You picked me up earlier. All right, so the big pile I had raked together before the rain to move to the mulch they've spread it back out. But I've decided I'm going to use that pallet up against the house. I'm going to cut off the little stair step thing at the end, but as is, it's going to be the base frame for a smaller coop for the Cream Kegbars, because I'm going to get more chicks, so I'm going to leave the cage brooder, kennel brooder in the house. Over here in this corner, which will have these two little trees kind of for a little bit of shade, I am going to put together about a 4 foot high, 5 foot high coop for them. I'm going to use this large mesh, which I have a whole bunch of, and which is like 7 feet by I don't know how many hundreds of feet, to over the top to prevent predators and them flying out. But I'm going to use chicken wire, and right here behind the pavilion, from this pole here, I'm just going to go straight across and make them their own little yard as their next grow out pen. We thought about bringing the other the 3 foot by 5 foot kennel layering out and making a little coop, but once they're full grown, I want them in something a little bit bigger, and I want them to integrate with the other birds. But until they reach the size or as big as they're going to get, I'm not going to put them in there, because I don't see the Brahmins messing with them, but I don't want this giant rooster or the Wyandotte maybe messing with them. So I'm going to put a temporary, like I said, fence up. Of course, I'm going to take the frame for my hammock out across here, cover the top in this mesh, because there's going to be hawk net I'm putting up this weekend over all the rest of this. And that will be just a little temporary yard. Of course, if I go in there to do anything, I'm going to have to crouch down, but I'll just consider it good exercise and leave them all of this to have as a little yard. And then over the top of this mesh, over just this back behind their coop, from like here down and over, I'm probably going to use a long piece of the all the tarp I've got saved up here, so that it's a shaded area, so that when hotter temps in summer comes out, they can forage back here, they can sit back here, and they'll be out of the sun, which is going to come from that direction anyway. So that's west, that's east, and that's going to be kind of like their coop's going to kind of just back up to there. I'm just going to put the coop right here in this little square. And once they are, appropriate size, I'll take that little, I'll let them come out and forage with the big girls. And by that time, the new batch of chicks I'm going to get this next week will be big enough and old enough to come out here to this coop. And so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we'll just see how it goes. After this next batch of 10 chicks, I don't plan on getting any more chicks, so I may bring that whole large dog kennel brooder out here and maybe just set it out here in this yard, so that they can be in there and they can be safe, but the Kegbars can still get into their coop, and these guys can have their coop. And then the 10 I'm getting will be a mix of different layers. Hey, mister. Heard that song. Do you really think that standing over her and singing at the top of your voice, which you're no Barry White, will encourage her laying? Yeah? Are you all riled up by these migrating birds making so much noise, huh? He's pretending to ignore me, but I know he's not. So I'm gonna go in, see how many eggs I've got in here. Could wait till this afternoon, but I'm already outside. You know, I don't check every day for Kiva. Look, she's like, just like yesterday. She's like, I just laid an egg and I just had to listen to his loud voice in my ear. I need some refreshment. Yeah? You just got the urge to lay your egg in the middle of lunch, huh? Yeah, it is lunchtime. Mama's chicken pot pie ought to be ready. Sorry. My mystery meat pot pie is about ready. I said the word chicken in front of him. So let's go see what you've done. Heard these two over here just making a little noise. So they are more vocal than they've ever been, and that's this week. So the blackbirds have come back from Mexico. You know, they winter in Mexico, must be nice. Back to Delaware. It's a bit early. It's about a month early. But, you know, we've had this crazy weather, and we've had no winter. Oops, sorry. Let's see how he handles the periwinkle crocs. He doesn't usually mind the periwinkle ones. I mean, I wore them all last summer, but he hates the red ones. I mean, chickens like to peck at red, but oh my God. Yep. Warm. Right out of the oven. What are you doing? Yeah, well, coming over here. I have hook locks here on this wall. Oop. And if anyone is curious, which I think everybody already knows, this whole wall opens up. Oops, sorry. This spins and holds it up. And then I have access to clean and gather any kind of eggs that might be in here. So, wow. So I had put one fake egg in there and one fake egg in there, trying to encourage them to use both those nest boxes. Which, since there's not a wall between them, maybe that's why they use one or the other. But today, of course, Miss Neve came in here and laid her egg while the wall was down. And she moved the egg from that far box into the other box. So that maybe it's more comfortable to sell in 3. I mean, it kind of makes sense. As you can tell, the different colors in the eggs. The Wyandottes is a little more brown. And you get a little more beigey pink with the Brahmas. And it looks like they're about the exact same size. Oh, she saw them. Yeah, if you guys want an egg today, you need to tell Kiva to lay it for you. And I'll feed you her pullet egg. Yeah, you're the old pro here right now, Missy. You have a talk with Kiva, both of you two. Tell her to lay. You know, she's only laid her berry egg in maybe 1 or 2 cents. Yeah, tell her to lay you guys an egg today. She's in charge of afternoon snacks. Let's put it that way, okay? Yeah, it's her day to bring snacks. I got one yesterday from the kitchen because I was making food, and I had cracked an extra one that I didn't really need. So before I totally opened it up, I brought it out here and threw it out here for them. Of course, they were pleased. Good girl, Kiva. Power up. Come on, power up. You got snack duty today. Yeah. Put you guys on rotation. You're the snack mom. Yeah, you need to lay an egg today, and then you guys get to eat it. I know you guys can be kind of broody. Brahmas can be. Probably shouldn't say that to her. She may not want to lay egg if she knows I'm going to feed it to her, but I don't think she's not always the smartest. See, look, no attacking of these crocs. I mean, he pecked at him, but he's not clogging me. Not like the red ones. Okay. You've been being a very chivalrous rooster today, and I'm very proud of you. All right, you guys have your lunch. I'll see you later. Please like, subscribe, and share my chicken videos. Bye, y'all.